Hey Canucks fans, welcome to another edition of Ask Me Anything. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, October the 24th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up for a free 7-day trial now using the link in my video description. Thanks to everyone who joined me for my impromptu Saturday Night live stream last night at 11 p.m. Had a really good time talking about the Canucks' big 4-2 win over the Seattle Kraken. Canucks come home 3-2-1, 7 points out of a possible 12, so over 500 on their opening road trip of 6 games. Now they're home for the next 7, playing against some tougher opponents, admittedly, but still, I think it's a decent, more than a decent start for the team. So let's get to your questions. Thanks for submitting them. Only 4 today, but 4 really good questions. And then a reminder that tonight, my regular live stream at 10 p.m. Pacific time. Hope that you can join me there and we can do even more of this. Just Incredible Hero member says this: what are your thoughts on the NHL so far this season? Heavy favorites like Winnipeg, Colorado, Toronto, Islanders, and Vegas are all struggling, while teams no one expected to do well, like the Sharks, Sabres, Red Wings, Devils, are all near the top of the standings. Do you expect things to go back to normal as predicted originally, or is this a wide open year for anyone to make a run at the playoffs? Justin, can I kind of take the middle ground and say both? I do think that there are going to be some teams that surprise, but I think my more stronger answer is that it's still early. Yes, some teams have only played 3 games like Boston. Some have played 6 like the Canucks. So yeah, we're going to quickly approach the 5% mark of the season, then the 10% mark of the season. But all those teams you mentioned, like there's no way Colorado is going to be at the bottom of the standings, and Vegas are going to be at the bottom of the standings once even we get another month into the season. They'll slowly work their way up. But you can see, even from last year, we learned from the Canucks that a slow start can really, really fall you. So to talk about some of your teams, I think Colorado and Vegas, I think they're simply too good and too talented to be stuck down there. I think Winnipeg is starting to turn their game around a little bit. I think the Islanders will be fine. I think Toronto will be fun to watch them implode if they do, but I still think they're a lot better than they're playing. So even those 5 teams, I expect to be a little better as the season goes on. Then there are teams like Florida who have started, Minnesota who have started off really well, who I think a lot of people were picking Florida to do well and to rival Tampa Bay. And I think a lot of people, with the emergence of Kaprizov and Fiala in Minnesota, expect them to do really well. So those teams that you didn't mention, but those teams are also started off really well. And then the ones that have started well that no one expected: Sharks, Sabres, Red Wings, Devils. I think you're going to see. So number 1, you can't be bad forever. Number 2, it's almost like these teams have nothing to lose a little bit, except for wrecking their chances at a really good draft pick and a really strong draft year. But Sharks, Sabres, Red Wings, Devils, I do see some of them coming down to earth. I see the Sabres and Red Wings maybe coming down to earth. I did predict that the Devils would be better this year. And the Sharks, yeah, that one's a surprise too. So actually between the Sharks, Sabres, and Red Wings, I don't think all 3 of them can maintain this. It is early. Of those 3 though, maybe... well, I hope it's not the Sharks because they're in our division. So I'm going to pick maybe the Red Wings to be better than we expected, but who knows? So to answer your question, yes, some of those teams may be in the hunt. I don't think they're going to be in the hunt for first overall or first winning their division, but Sharks, Sabres, Red Wings, Devils, I think they'll all be in the playoff mix. I think a lot of teams are in the playoff mix though. That's why every game is so important right now. So a bit of a long answer to your question, but I hope that made a lot of sense, Justin. Great question. Brett, do you think Demko can win or come close for the Vezina trophy this year if he keeps playing this well all year? Absolutely. I think he can... I think he came in 4th or 5th in voting, or 6th, just outside of the finalists. I think people started to notice him in the bubble against Vegas. Last year was a bit of a dog's breakfast for everyone, but he's had a great start to this season. And I think as long as the team, he's a big part of the team. You could say that he was the biggest reason why they won last night, along with Garland and Horvat. But also, if the team's better, he should, in essence, be better as well from a stats perspective. So I do think he's going to get noticed. I think, last night was a very high-profile game, Seattle's home opener, and Demko was there on ESPN doing what he was doing. So yes, I do think he can come close. I think he can be a finalist. I think he can, as long as the team continues to play well and he continues to play well. Will he win? That's too early to say, but I definitely think he can be a top 3 finalist for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Karan, what are you making of Podkolzin's work rate so far? Being scratched these past 2 games is making Canucks fans annoyed and confused. Yeah, I think the two, what do they call them, negative stories, or the 2 stories to watch to me are Podkolzin and Pettersson. Pettersson, a slow start to the season. Again, Podkolzin scratched 2 out of the 6 games. So if it's 1 out of 6, you say that's only 16% of the games. That's fine. Give him a break. Let him watch from the press box and kind of observe, right? There's nothing wrong with that. 2 games out of 6 though, and they're both been wins. Then you start to say, ooh, that's already now a third of the games. Do they play him in the home opener so fans can see him? Do you not tinker with this lineup because they've won twice in a row? They haven't dominated, but they've won twice in a row, and that's very important. That's so tough to say. That is so very tough to say. I like him. I do. I think he's going to be great, but I actually don't think we need to rush him along, honestly. I really don't, especially if Green thinks that he can get more from guys like Dowling right now. And Dowling had a really good game yesterday, and Highmore's been playing really well. So who do you bring him in for? Lamico? Then you gotta someone's got to play 4th line center. So I know Chason, I guess maybe Chason wasn't as effective as say Dowling. So yes, I guess Chason came in for Podkolzin. If Besser gets back his first unit power play spot, then maybe Chason becomes a little bit more expendable and you can put Podkolzin in. So it's definitely a story to watch. I can understand why Canucks fans are annoyed and confused. I would say let's just see what happens over the next 7 games at home. If he's scratched for 2 or more of those ones, then you got to question, maybe it's best to get him down to Abbotsford and get him playing 15 to 18 minutes a night as opposed to 9, 10, or even being healthy scratch. So great question, Karan. We will see how that goes. Lastly, Lazy Husband says, why didn't the Canucks sign Joe Quenneville after he was fired by the Blackhawks? I think there's a few things. You never know how much... when he was fired by... let me look this up. When was he fired by the Blackhawks? Because you got to think about where the Canucks were in their coaching time as well. Fired by Blackhawks. You can look. Obviously, you can tell I do this in one take. 2018-19. Well, that's because Travis Green was already here and already into his 2nd year, I guess. First year. Regardless, we had a coach already, so I don't think you displace a coach just to go after another coach. Maybe Quenneville didn't want to come here. Who knows? Maybe, given the history, maybe he cost too much, right? I'm sure he made a lot more than Travis Green. So there are all those type of things. But I think the biggest answer is Travis Green was already entrenched as our head coach. So a couple thoughts there for sure to think about. All right, Canucks fans, thank you very much for your questions today. Only a few of them, but I hope I answered them to your satisfaction. As always, you can leave a comment below with your responses to my responses. Going to give a shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang, and Hall of Fame members Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, and Carol Bovenlander. Thanks for your support, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to, and leave a comment if you'd like to. Otherwise, we'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. for my weekly Sunday night live stream. Can't wait to talk more Vancouver Canucks with you then. Do more of this Ask Me Anything. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.